Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're solving special positions in a binary matrix. So we'll be given an n by n matrix called mat, and we want to return a number of special positions in it. And it is considered a special position if the number is equal to 1 and all the other elements in that row and in that column are equal to 0. So if you look at this example, we have one special position because right here, every other number in the row is a 0 and everything else in this column is a 0 as well. So this is the only spot, so we return 1. And in this example, we have three special positions because this is a special position, this is a special position, and this is a special position. So we return 3. So now that we have seen some examples, let's get to how we can solve this problem. So the most straightforward way that we can solve it is we can check each position, and if it's equal to 1, then we can check all the positions in the same row and in the same column and make sure they're all equal to 0. If it is, then we can increment the count of special position by 1 and return the total in the end. If we do it this way, the time complexity would be r times c, where r is the number of rows, c is the number of columns, because that's how many positions there are. And for each position, we need to check the number of rows plus the number of columns. So that's why it will be r plus c here. So it will be r times c times r plus c. So there is a more efficient way to solve this problem. So let's go over that way right now. So a more efficient way we can do it is we can keep track of the number of ones in each row and each column. And we see that it can only be considered special if the column count is equal to 1 and the row count is equal to 1. So if you look here, we don't have any examples of that. But let's say this is 0. So then this becomes 1 in this row. Then we see that this is equal to 1, this is equal to 1, and this is equal to 1. So we know that this is a special position. So as long as the number at that position is equal to 1 and the column count and the row count is equal to 1, we can use it that way to see if it's a special position. So what we can do is we can initialize a variable called rows to 0 times the number of rows to keep track of the row count, and we can do the same thing for columns to keep track of the column count. And now we will iterate through the number of rows and columns. If the value is 1, increment rows of r by 1 and columns of that column by 1. And now we can initialize result to 0. And if we see that position is 1 and the number of rows equal to 1 is 1, number of columns equal to 1 is 1, then we can increment the result by 1, and finally we can return result. So let's go over this example real quick. So this is the matrix, and these will be rows that we set up because there's 3 rows and there's 3 columns. So first, this is 1, so we set this to 1 because it's row 0 and column 0 to 1. Move down, move down, move. Now that we are here, we will set row 1 to 1, and we will increment column 2 by 1 as well, and move to the next number, increment this by 1 because we're back at column 0, and we will increment row 2 by 1 as well. And these are both zeros, and now that we have completed these two, we can initialize result to 0 and iterate through the matrix again. So first, we see that this is not equal to 1, so we can keep looking. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. Now these 3 are all equal to 1, so we can increment result by 1 and look at the next one. Now all is equal to 1, so we can keep looking and keep looking. And now that we come to the end, we can return 1 as our result. So the time complexity would be O of r times c, where r is the number of rows and c is the number of columns, because we'll have to iterate through this. Now technically it's 2rc because we're iterating through it twice, but in time complexity we don't count the constant, so it'll just be rc. And the space complexity would be O of r plus c, because the space of these will take up to O of r, and this will take up to O of c space. So that's why it's r plus c. So now let's get to the coding part. So first we initialize rows to 0 times length of matrix, and columns would be 0 times the length of matrix of index 0. And now we can iterate through the matrix, so r in range length of matrix, and c in range length of matrix of 0. If the value is 1, increment rows of r by 1 and columns of c by 1. Now we can initialize result to 0, and I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste because we are iterating through the matrix again. And now if the value is equal to 1, We want to check if rows of R is equal to 1 and columns of C is equal to 1. And if that is the case, we can increment result by 1, and finally we can return result. See if it works. Okay, perfect. Hope this was helpful. Thank you all for watching. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I hope to see you all again soon.